Welcome to my bewitching podcast, where I take you on a journey to initiate you into the mysteries and pleasures of all things magical and more. I'm Julie Nelson, Rich Witch, botanical perfumer, astrologer, and creator of the Fragrant Oracle. I'll discuss a myriad of topics passionately on women rising unapologetically, witchcraft, including spells, rituals, insightful astrology updates, and oracle card readings. I'll also introduce you to special guests who share their bountiful knowledge and experience in the art of witchcraft, the intuitive and healing arts, and being wildly unapologetic. Today, my magical ones, I'm sharing two of my most favorite goddesses with you, Venus and Lilith. I love bringing these two together to potentize my magic and my feminine essence. I've been invoking Lilith and Venus for a very long time now. So why do I feel so passionate about these powerful and empowering goddesses? Well, they are an innate part of my whole being. They are me and I am them. In my cosmic blueprint, my Venusian essence is very, very strong, having 5 Libra, including North Node and Palais in the 8th house. Libra is ruled by Venus, and the 8th house is ruled by Pluto and Scorpio, which brings in very Lilith type energy. So this may or may not mean something to you. So let me explain a wee bit. North Node in Libra means I have my South Node in Aries. And Aries is actually dancing with Eris, who is like a supercharged Lilith in my chart in this realm of cosmic magic. I've learned how to tap into their magic safely to release fears connected to owning and honoring my power as a woman, speaking my truth unapologetically, which I do really well, and embodying my gifts. I've continued to rise with empowered confidence to embrace my true calling. Living unapologetically in my truth for me is really truly honoring myself, Julie, who I am. Venus herself desired, and she was desired as the most beautiful and desirable of all of the Roman deities. Venus is the goddess of sensuality, love, sex, erotic desire, and beauty. She's the goddess of birthing ideas, prosperity, and also victory. She has deep-rooted connections with vegetation and fertility, as well as connotations of pleasure. She was also the guardian of lovers and prostitutes. And before I go on, I just want to share that in a lot of archetypal work, the prostitute is thought of as being one who gives their power away. However, I'm going to invite you to think of her as one that is empowered, and she chooses, she makes the decisions, she chooses where she will find her pleasure, her lovers. And I have another story about this that I will be doing later on in the podcast, because I made a perfume called courtesan based on a very famous 15th, 16th century woman known as Veronica Franco, who was the most sought after courtesan in Venice at that time, and she was also a poet. However, I don't want to get off track, so I'm coming back to Venus. In Roman mythology, Venus came to symbolize Rome's imperial power. She was the ancestor of the Roman people through her son Aeneas, who survived the fall of Troy and fled to Italy. Now, if you want to know more about all of that, I suggest you go to Google, because I feel I've got more interesting things to say. The name Venus came directly from the classical Latin noun Venus, meaning love, and was also directly related to the verb venerare, meaning to love or to revere. As the goddess of love and sex, Venus possessed the ability to enchant mortals and gods to fall madly in love. In her mythological tradition, many fell victim to her enchanting charm and erotic desire. She was often accompanied by symbols such as the rose, wearing a crown of sweet myrtle, and seashells were also symbolic of Venus. Venus also lent her name to the second planet from the sun. Befittingly, Venus is the brightest planet in our solar system, and I love working with Venus planet energy. It is amazing. Venus was identified by a number of epithets, each indicating a distinct persona of the goddess. She was known as Venus Calestis, or Venus of the heavens, and Venus Eurycena, or Venus of Eryx, her Carthaginian incarnation. She was called Venus Felix, the lucky Venus, for her role in turning the tides of battle, as she did during the Second Punic War. She was also Venus Genetrix, or Venus the Creator, a title promoted by none other than Julius Caesar, based on the goddess role in the creation of the Roman state. In a more light-hearted vein, she was Venus Mercia, Venus of the myrtle. And for being a loving protector of Rome, she was both Venus obsequens, Venus who dotes, and Venus victress, or Venus who brings victory. So here are some beautiful Venusian aromatic scents that I want to share with you. And perhaps I'll throw in a few blends as I move along. So as mentioned, Rose is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, abundance, grace, elegance, truth, trust, sensuality, desire, and abundance. She is the queen archetype. She's also the queen of the garden. And her message is to be in receiving. Whenever I'm working with my clients and Rose comes up, whether it's through a card pulled in the Fragrant Oracle or intuitively she comes up and dances in front of my mind's eye, I always feel her essence is all about being in receiving. Rose is the queen of the flowers. She captivates and evokes the essence of wonderment, mystery, the mystical, empowerment, and enchantment as she embodies magnificence in her beauty. So, in tapping into that, we can most definitely see and feel and smell how connected that the beautiful rose is aligned and ruled by our goddess Venus. Another stunning oil that is one of the most bought oils in the world. And for me, she represents the lover archetype. And this scented goddess, geranium, her key qualities or quality number one is balance. She balances on all levels, psychologically, emotionally, physiologically, spiritually, and energetically, and ruled by Libra. So having the key word as balance, there's no surprise there. It's all about balance and also harmony and justice. And Libra, ruled by Venus, also is natively ruling the seventh house in astrology, and that is the house of relationships. And you can take that as a lover or your own self love. So, this Venusian goddess, geranium, helps us to open up and connect with the greater capacity of our hearts to love and honor yourself and all that is. Geranium brings the gift of balance, fairness, harmony, love, abundance, and prosperity. She's been actually one of my very, very long time favorite. And another that I want to share with you that is a very, very Venusian oil, and I have just the fondest memories of this flower from my childhood as she grew abundantly in our garden across the front of our house and was one of my mother's favorite flowers. And they were big blooms and really highly fragrant. They were just stunning. And let me introduce you to Carnation, the hedonist. She's about love. She is the seductress archetypal. Carnation brings the gift of power, pleasure, and passion. This scented goddess evokes the power of seduction within you, having the power to seduce the world with your enchanting sensuality and wisdom. And when you look at the plant, or if you can visualize it with me, think of her as this beautiful flower that's opened up. And honestly, the size of her flower would be the diameter, if not bigger, of a teacup. And the scent so fragrant, and on this beautiful, tall, slender stem. And to me, she's standing up unapologetically, and she has this beautiful dance in the breeze that's so inviting because that allows her scent to flow out and ripple out to those close to her. She is about, through your willingness to receive and own your beauty and sovereignty as an empowered woman, where healing. And another, oh, my favorite, very Venusian oils, and not an easily found oil, champaka, also known as champaka. Sorry, champa. And she is all about love and romance and is irresistible with her presence in this pure essence of Venus. Champa evokes sensuality, her enchanting energy, and is perfect to use in love charms and amulets. She assists you with tuning into the vibration of universal divine love and beauty. Her intoxicating scent potentizes sex magic and enhances intimate moments. She is one of my most favorite aromatics, and I find her perfume really difficult to describe, but what I can tell you, yes, she's a floral, and there are a couple of different types of champaka that are available to buy. But what I can say to you is that she takes me to other realms of existence. And the moment I inhale her, I feel like I am truly transported somewhere else. It is a phenomenal scent and response that I receive. So you can tap into the secrets of Venus using the power and pleasure of these beautiful essential oils, absolutes. And also, because I have such an affinity with Venus, I actually created a stunning perfume called The Secrets of Venus. And I'll pop the details of her and how to purchase her in the show notes down below. Let's go through a ritual when using any one of those essential oils that I shared with you, or the beautiful Secrets of Venus perfume that I've created. And one of the most powerful is what I call breath magic. And you can do this through inhalations. And dry inhalations are very safe and can be used throughout the day. And there's two ways that you can. One is if you create an atomizer, and the Secrets of Venus perfume is an atomizer, although I do offer it as an anointing oil. Just hold it above your head and give one or two sprays. You only need a small, and as you allow it to fall down, to gently rain down over the top of you and into your hair, you can breathe in that scent. Breathe it in gently yet deeply. And if you use an anointing oil, you can add a drop to your wrist, gently put your other wrist over the top and rub them together gently, holding them up to your nose, inhaling them, that beautiful scent, the Secrets of Venus. And as you do this, I invite you to feel and visualize the aroma. Fill every cell of your being with the scent, visualizing it moving through your body, through your veins, plumping up your cells, and knowing of the amazing energy that Venus and these beautiful aromatics hold. You are taking that into your being, your feminine body, your whole essence of being. And take a moment to allow the magic of these scents to integrate with your divine femme essence. And repeat this as often as you like. So there's a little bit of magic about beautiful Venus, the goddess, the planet, and her energy and her associated aromatics. And before you go on, I'm going to invite you to, perhaps if you've got one of those oils right now, just to pause this podcast and take a moment to really enjoy and take in the essence of Venus, the secrets of Venus. And now let's take a look at Lilith. And oh my goddess, I love working with this energy. Lilith, for me, she is me. I am her. I fucking love her energy. And you may remember that I mentioned Eris just a bit earlier on when I first started speaking here. Eris, to me, I will do a podcast on her. She's kind of like a supercharged Lilith, and I just adore her. But Lilith is quite strong in my chart as well. So it's really, really empowering for you to also understand or look at where your Lilith, your Venus are in your chart. And by the way, I will let you know that I do very in-depth astrology readings, and they're very much quite esoteric. And I bring in the perfumery and rituals, and we create specific mantras for you to delve into specific areas of your chart, depending on what you desire. But let's get back to Lilith, because I just love this energy. Originally, she was the Sumerian queen of heaven, and she was integrated over time with the goddesses Inanna and Ishtar, two very powerful, beautiful goddesses to work with. Her symbols are the dark moon and the screech owl. Lilith is also a female figure in the Mesopotamian and Judaic mythology. She was believed to be the daemon woman to some, a powerful goddess to others. Her name struck fear in the hearts of both men and women in the Middle Ages, a name associated with the most powerful daemoness in history. The woman accused of being a witch, for she dared to speak her truth, and she's also been called the blood-sucking vampiress. In fact, Lilith is actually a goddess of feminism and encompasses all the aspects of her dual nature, darkness and light. Lilith is a powerful and raw energy with the ability to affect the energy of the earth, of the storm, and even a seductress for men for sacred rituals and practices. Lilith is also known as Kiskilila, her Sumerian counterpart. And Lilith tells us to take back our power, to revel in the magic within us. For me, she is about being unapologetic in our truth, standing in our power. I just hit the, I'm getting a bit excited. She brings us the energy of speaking our truth and living fully embodied in our own mysteries, unapologetically and proudly. Call upon her commanding essence. You are needing some powerful aid to speak or live your truth. When you are wishing to take back your power and to embody your sexy, sensual essence in its fullness. Wild and free, thriving is this woman who is brave and daring. Magic happens when you begin to believe in yourself. I mean, truly, deeply having this knowing. That is the key. And when you reach this, you will be a powerful manifest. Delve into you, Jen. Expect to receive the answers of what is standing in your way. Speak to your higher self and ask, what is it I need to do next to move forward? What steps can I take to achieve my goals? Keep asking yourself. You know the answers. Be willing to be vulnerable and open yourself up. This may or may not be pain. Be honest with yourself. Be open to receiving and keep lovingly delving into you. The how will always be given. Always remember, you are a powerful manifester. And Lilith is here. She is within you. She is a part of your being, and she is here to support. So let's have a look at some sexy aromatics for you to call on her unapologetic essence of being. Cinnamon. Oh, she is luscious, absolutely sexy, very fiery, very empowered, and is very much about prosperity and abundance and wealth in all areas of your life. Then we have beautiful ginger, and ginger helps to keep you grounded because of her earthy energy. She, however, also has a very grounded, fiery essence and will help you to stay focused on the task at hand. Vetiver, one of my go-tos. Very grounding, very much about standing firm and supporting you from collapsing, which is very much Lilith energy. And then we've got sassy Ylang-a-Lang, who is bold and confident and loves to dance and play with her sexy essence. And these three together combined, these four combined, cinnamon, ginger, vetiver, and Ylang-a-Lang, are an absolute divine blend. And I'm going to give you an example of how you could put them together. And this is a very subtle blend, and you could make an anointing perfume out of this. I don't recommend an atomizer. So think of this, you can use jojoba oil as a base. And we'd want 1 drop of 2 drops of ginger. And I recommend the ginger CO2 extract. 1 to 2 of vetiver, and then go 3 to 4 of Ylang-a-Lang. And see how that feels for you. And when you're using it, remember this is something like blend it into jojoba oil, probably in about 10 ml, and just roll it in your hands. Don't shake it, roll it, and call in Lilith. And what are the most desired qualities of Lilith that you desire to evoke or invoke within yourself? Put a drop on your wrist, gently rub your wrists together, hold up to your nose, inhale, hold that magic and see it moving through your body. And you may even chant the words that you're calling in, the energy that you're calling in of Lilith. And you may even call that blend Lilith. You may feel to inquire into the mysterious and intoxicating perfume Kiskalila that I have also created. And Kiskalila is the Sumerian name for Lilith. And I just love the word Kiska. It sounds so sexy. And she is a divine perfume. Thank you for joining us on the enchanting journey through the realms of magic, mystique, and self-discovery. I hope you enjoyed our time together on the Rich Witch podcast, where we delve into the depths of witchcraft, astrology, and the unapologetic rise of women. Please subscribe, rate, and leave a review. And as we wrap up, I encourage you to carry the wisdom and magic we've shared into your own life. Embrace the power within you and revel in the beauty of your own unique journey. Stay tuned for more magic, and in the meantime, stay curious and know your magic is a gift to the world. Blessed be, beautiful ones, and remember, the magic is always within you. This is Julie Nelson, signing off.